Something extraordinary is already in motion, and whether you're fully aware of it or not, you've just been swept into something powerful. The strawberry full moon wasn't just a beautiful spectacle in the night sky. It was a celestial turning point, a cosmic selection, and you have been chosen. This wasn't just a moment of reflection or a pretty moonlit evening. It was a portal, and more importantly, a sorting process. Something has scanned your frequency, your energy, your readiness, and it said yes to you. You weren't tested, you were identified. And now, everything is about to change. This moment isn't about what you think you're manifesting, or about scribbling intentions onto paper. It's deeper than visualizations, dream boards, or decision-making. This isn't you picking a path. This is the path choosing you. There are moments in life where the universe takes the wheel and gently, or not so gently, nudges you into a timeline that you may not have seen coming. That's what this moon has done. It cracked something open in the fabric of reality and extended an energetic hand, not to everyone, but to you. And if you've been noticing odd little patterns, small signs that keep popping up like whispers, then you're already being prepared. Maybe there's a name that keeps ringing in your ears. Maybe a place you haven't thought about in years suddenly showed up in a dream or a conversation. Maybe a certain word or phrase keeps floating around you like a quiet echo. If you've caught yourself saying, "That's strange," or "That's oddly specific," it's not random. The universe doesn't whisper without purpose, especially not now. You're not crazy for noticing. In fact, you're deeply tuned in, and if you feel moved to acknowledge it, even silently, you're already syncing up with the frequency this moon activated. Some people may feel called to drop the number 777 somewhere, write it down, type it out, or even just whisper it under their breath. That number is not a gimmick. It's a vibrational signature that aligns with what's unfolding. It says, "I see it. I accept it." And now, let's talk about your hands. Yes, your actual hands. There is an energetic recalibration taking place, one that will soon manifest physically. You might feel warmth, tingling, or an odd pulse in your palms or fingertips. This is no accident. Your hands are being upgraded because you are being prepared to receive something important. It could be a message, a gift, an opportunity, or even someone's hand reaching toward yours at just the right moment. That shift in your hands is tied to your next action, your next creation, your next offering to the world. It's sacred and it's specific. But the most important thing to understand is this. What's coming next isn't just a blessing. It's a rare moment of alignment that will not wait for your hesitation. It's a last chance frequency that shows up once and then vanishes as if it never existed. You won't get a knock twice. There won't be a loud announcement or flashing lights. The offer will be quiet, fleeting, and hidden in something that looks ordinary. A call, a memory, a passing comment from a stranger. But if you miss it, it won't circle back. The cosmic train won't stop again. And if you think this all sounds intense, buckle up, because the next 72 hours are like walking through a spiritual time warp. There's a brief opening, a sacred window that comes right before the solstice. This strawberry moon is the final lunar gate before that monumental shift. And what you notice or miss during this time will shape the energy you carry into the next chapter of your life. Here's something beautifully strange to keep your eyes open for. The color red. Not symbolically, literally. In the next 48 hours, red is going to find you. You'll see red clothes on strangers who pass by in threes. You'll notice red fruit calling your name at the market. Strawberries, cherries, apples. You'll find yourself stopping at a red light and feeling like time suddenly paused. Maybe you'll see red birds or flashes of red at the edge of your vision that disappear when you try to look directly at them. Do not ignore these. Do not call it coincidence. This moon is using red as a coded language. It's leaving markers like breadcrumbs across your path. These aren't aesthetic accidents. They're intentional signals. Red has become a cosmic compass pointing you toward alignment. If you follow the red signs, literally, the next piece of your journey might just fall into place in the most unexpected but unmistakable way. You might find yourself pulled into a conversation that reveals exactly what you needed to hear. You might stumble into a location that holds more meaning than you know. You might say yes to something spontaneous and realize later it was divinely timed. Those who follow the red signs will be led effortlessly to a truth, a person, a decision, or a place that alters everything. Not because they forced it, but because they noticed. And the more you respond to the signs, the more they multiply. They grow louder, more vivid, more undeniable. That's how the energy works now. It doesn't speak in dreams or riddles this time. It's not asking for faith. It's asking for attention. You don't need to decipher hidden meanings. You just need to look with open eyes and an open heart. You'll recognize the truth not because you understand it fully, but because you feel it deeply. And here's the most incredible part. You've already been walking through a ritual all day and maybe didn't even know it. This wasn't a ritual you had to prepare for with candles, crystals, or incantations. This wasn't something you needed to consciously say yes to. The moment the sun rose, the energy started moving through your day, syncing with your breath, your heartbeat, your footsteps. Maybe you woke up at a strange hour without knowing why. Maybe you felt like time was glitching, rushing forward and slowing down all at once. Maybe you forgot something small but important, like a text or an appointment. Maybe you spaced out mid-conversation, caught in a strange sense of déjà vu. These weren't accidents. These were energetic breadcrumbs pulling you into alignment with this moment. You don't need to understand the full picture. You don't need to have the map. You just need to be present. The invitation into this new chapter didn't come as a single moment. It came as a series of quiet alignments. You've been responding already, whether you realized it or not. This moon didn't wait for you to be ready. It initiated you through your ordinary day, through your breath, your choices, your tiny missteps, and your quiet intuitions. And here's the twist, because there's always a twist. The final part of this ritual, the part that locks it all in place, isn't something external. It's not another sign. It's not something to find. It's something to feel. A deep, unmistakable shift within you when you finally realize it's already begun. You are not waiting for the energy to arrive. You're not preparing for something distant. You're already in it. The shift is happening in real time. The patterns are unfolding around you. And every moment from here is a chance to lean in closer or walk past without ever realizing what could have been. It's not something you actively do. It's something subtle that you notice. And the moment you do, everything begins to shift. Almost like flipping a switch in a dark room, things suddenly align in ways that were hidden before. Right now, in this very moment, you're holding something rare and fleeting. It's not a talent you've developed or a skill you've practiced. It's something that simply arrived, uninvited and unearned. Something you may not even realize is there until it starts showing itself in small, unusual ways. This moment, this window in time, is precious because you've been given a strange and temporary gift. It's quiet, easy to overlook, and yet its effects are undeniable. The strawberry full moon has done something mischievous, magical, and deeply personal. It's activated what we can only describe as a spiritual micro-gift, a small surge of intuitive brilliance that's unlike anything you can force or recreate. It's not about manifesting goals or setting intentions. It's something far more subtle, a whisper of what your soul has always been capable of, but has rarely had the chance to express. Some people are already feeling it. Words are coming out of their mouths that turn out to be prophetic. There's no logical explanation, just a strange knowing that bypasses thought. Others are suddenly tuned in to emotions no one's speaking aloud. They can hear the pain behind a polite smile or feel the love behind a casual word. Some are dreaming vividly and waking up only to watch those same scenes unfold in real life, hours later. Problems that once seemed complicated are now unraveling themselves in moments, as if guided by an invisible hand. But make no mistake, this isn't about unlocking your hidden potential in some grand sense. This is a preview, a taste, a glimpse of a frequency your soul was once fluent in, but forgot how to access. The moon isn't just lighting up the sky. It's reaching into you, pulling forward pieces of yourself long buried under distraction, noise, logic, and time. These parts of you were never broken. They were just quiet, waiting. And now they're stirring, awake, but only for a brief while. That's why awareness is everything. You might brush off a thought as coincidence. You might laugh at a moment of synchronicity and say, "That's weird." But those little flickers are the doorway. And if you pay attention, if you lean into them instead of dismissing them, they get stronger. You gain a kind of control, a quiet mastery over something that doesn't belong to the intellect, but to the soul. For these few days, the veil is thinner. Your perception is sharper. Ideas might pour in without warning, fully formed, beautifully complete. Conversations might start feeling like you're reading minds. Your instincts may suddenly be so accurate they feel supernatural. But they're not. They're natural. They've always been there. You're just finally in the right moment to feel them again. And this, right here, is the fingerprint of the moon. You've been handed a tool with no manual, a gift with no label. But if you can sense it, if you can dance with it for even a moment, you'll never forget what it felt like to know something without needing proof. Use this moment well. Let yourself notice the odd flashes of brilliance. Let your curiosity guide you. You're not alone in this. Others are waking up to the same strange shifts in completely different ways. And the beauty of that is part of the magic. This is not just personal, it's collective. Because as this spiritual micro-gift begins to fade, something else is going to rise in its place. A deeper longing. A craving that's hard to name, but impossible to ignore. It's not hunger in the usual sense. It's not a desire for food or comfort. It's a yearning for something your spirit remembers, but can't quite put into words. You may feel it as a sudden emotional ache, an obsession with a scent from childhood, a sound that tugs at your soul, a face that feels achingly familiar even though you know you've never met them in this lifetime. You may crave something sweet, not in taste, but in spirit. Not in your mouth, but in your memory. This is not just nostalgia. It's something older and deeper. It's a reaching toward a kind of sweetness your soul once experienced but never fully finished. A joy that once began but was left incomplete, now calling to be revisited, lived out, fulfilled. And under this strawberry moon, traditionally known as the fruit moon, that craving returns not as a weakness, but as a sacred signal. You might feel drawn towards something that doesn't make sense, a hobby that comes out of nowhere and fills you with excitement, a genre of music you used to ignore that suddenly feels like it's singing your story, a book, a place, a moment in history, a dream that's not just interesting, it's magnetic. Or maybe you find yourself pulled to a person not out of attraction or romance, but out of resonance, as if they carry a vibration that reminds you of something you lost or forgot. Not nostalgia, but retrieval. You're not being pulled backward. You're reclaiming something from your past, maybe from another lifetime, maybe just a part of your own soul that was never fully seen or lived. This isn't about remembering. It's about returning to a version of yourself that didn't get to finish its song. And now the universe has put that unfinished sweetness back on your plate and whispered, "Go ahead, take a bite." So if you find yourself distracted by strange fascinations, consumed by interests you can't explain, enchanted by someone's presence for no apparent reason, follow it. Don't overthink it. Don't try to make sense of it. Just let it pull you. Because inside that craving is a clue. Inside that strange attraction is a portal. And inside that mystery is a forgotten gift waiting to be claimed. There's a quiet transformation unfolding. When someone is generous today, it might not just be kindness, it might be a sign. The flow of energy is finally unblocked in ways we can't measure or explain. People are showing up for one another without motive, without plan. Just open-hearted giving. A compliment that feels like it came from the universe. A helping hand that appears without being asked. If you've noticed someone being unusually generous, if you've been moved by a moment of unexpected grace, don't brush it off. That's energy in motion. That's spirit in action. This moon isn't just changing the sky, it's changing us. For a moment, time bends, the veil lifts, and the parts of ourselves that have been hiding come out to play. And though this moment is temporary, what it leaves behind is lasting. Even a single moment where you feel truly, deeply present, where everything pauses and you actually feel life moving through you, is not just some random experience or fleeting good vibe. It's not something that just happens out of nowhere. It's actually a ripple from something far greater, something cosmic. Right now, what you're sensing is a side effect of the strawberry full moon portal. It's not just a light in the sky. It's a force actively stirring the energetic atmosphere around us. You are living through a moment where the energy of the universe is being redistributed. This moon isn't just shining on you, it's doing real work. It's shaking loose the stuck places in the spiritual energy economy. It's breaking through old energetic blockages that some people have unknowingly carried with them for years. What's happening now is strange, beautiful, and subtle. You might notice people being unusually generous, maybe even in ways they don't understand. It could look like someone suddenly deciding to share something personal, to offer a helping hand, or to give a gift, even a small one. But this generosity isn't just politeness. It isn't even really about the person who's giving. It's something deeper than that. It's as if their spirit knows they've been holding on to too much for too long. The weight of unused energy, the dreams they didn't chase, the love they didn't express, the truth they didn't speak. It's becoming too heavy. So they let it go. They give. They release. Not just to feel good, but because on some level they know they must. If they don't, they'll miss the window, the rare energetic opening this full moon has created. And here's where it gets even more magical. If you're on the receiving end of this giving, don't overlook it. It doesn't matter how small or random the gift seems, whether it's a kind word, a thoughtful message, a look, a piece of advice, or something physical. Don't minimize it. Because what you've received is not just an object or an action, it's a transfer. It's a delivery of energy that was trying to find its way to you. And the giver? They were just the messenger. The energy moved through them to reach you because it needed a physical pathway, and they became the channel. This is bigger than coincidence. This is a system of sacred circulation. When someone gives to you right now, they're not just being nice, they're marking you. They're recognizing something in you, maybe without even knowing why. And in that exchange, something sacred happens. It might not be obvious at first. You might not feel anything immediately. But then suddenly, you'll notice something shifts. There might be a strange clarity where there was once confusion. A solution might appear where you felt stuck. A weight might lift. Or maybe you'll just feel a quiet sense of peace you didn't realize you were missing. That's the energy realigning. That's the congestion clearing. That's the cosmic flow moving through you, gently but powerfully. You're becoming a part of the new current. And if today you feel even the slightest urge to give, to extend yourself, to offer something, to support someone in any way, don't ignore it. Follow that impulse. It doesn't matter how insignificant it might seem. That moment of giving isn't just helping someone else. It's actually unblocking your own field. It's a release of old energy that you didn't even realize was holding you back. When you give now, you're not paying off a debt or trying to earn good karma. You're participating in the sacred act of circulation. You're aligning yourself with a universal law that says, nothing meant to flow should stay stuck. Right now, your energy is doing something remarkable. It's moving faster than your physical self. Your field is walking into rooms before you do. It's showing up in conversations before you've even opened your mouth. People are sensing you before you arrive. And depending on their own energetic sensitivity, they may be reacting to you in ways that feel strange or unexplainable. You might notice someone being overly warm or unexpectedly distant. You might feel like you've left an impression in a place you barely remember being in. Or maybe people seem to remember you when you don't remember them. It's not your imagination. You're not being paranoid. What you're feeling is very real. This moon has triggered something unusual. It's activated a kind of energetic projection where your aura, your frequency, your essence is moving ahead of you. It's stepping into timelines, meetings, opportunities, and decisions before you physically show up. And because of that, the normal rules of social interaction are being disrupted. People aren't just reacting to your words or your presence anymore. They're reacting to the version of you that your energy field is already becoming. And that version, it's powerful. It's magnetic. It's different from who you were even yesterday. That's why things may feel a little off, because the you that the world is responding to is the one this full moon just awakened. This is a moment where you are being seen for who you're growing into, not who you've been. Your energy is broadcasting your becoming, and that can be a little disorienting. You might feel like you're standing in the middle of a shift you can't fully explain. You might be drawing attention from people who never noticed you before, or feeling strangely out of sync with people who used to feel like home. That's not a sign that you've done something wrong. It's a sign that your frequency is rising. And the world is recalibrating around that. Sometimes that transition can feel lonely. Sometimes it feels like the world is reacting to something invisible, something you can't see or name. But it's real. Your aura is speaking louder than ever. It's preparing spaces for you. It's nudging events into motion. It's walking ahead of you like an energetic pathfinder, clearing the way before your body arrives. It knows what you're stepping into, and it's not waiting for you to catch up. It's trusting that you will. So if things feel strange right now, if people are treating you differently, or if the world feels like it's moving in unfamiliar ways, pause. Take a deep breath. Listen with your spirit. Your energy has already sent the message. The universe is responding. And here's something truly beautiful to remember. Your hands are part of this activation. They've always held power, but now they've been turned on in a way they haven't been before. Earlier, I mentioned that your hands were about to receive an upgrade. That wasn't symbolic. It was literal. This moon has encoded something physical into you. Your hands were the first to receive it. Whether you've noticed it or not, the transformation has already begun. Some of you can feel it. A tingling, a pulse, a warmth, a slight ache. It's not pain, it's awakening. It's the sensation of something ancient remembering how to move through you. Your hands are no longer just hands. They are receivers, transmitters, tools of healing and creation. They are being prepared to carry new energy, energy that can bless, uplift, and move matter. Energy that can shift timelines just by touching what you love with intention. This is more than just another full moon. This is a portal, a real one. And it's doing what portals do. It's opening a path between what was and what's next. You are not standing still. You are being moved, called, activated. There is a current flowing, and you are in it, not by accident, but because you were meant to be here, in this exact moment, with this exact awareness. The center of your palm has been tingling lately, and you can't explain why. It's not something physical or logical. There's no visible reason, no bruise or strain, but still, it feels activated. And maybe you've noticed that your hands have a life of their own right now. You're reaching for things without fully understanding why, absent-mindedly letting your fingers trace the edge of a table, running your hands across textured surfaces like they hold a secret. You're doodling without thinking, tapping rhythms into the air, writing down things before you've even formed a thought. There's an urgency in your fingertips, an electric hum moving through them. You might feel like placing a hand on your chest or gently touching someone's shoulder brings more calm than it should. This isn't just habit or fidgeting. This is energy. This is transmission. This is something much deeper coming through. Right now, your hands are doing more than just functioning. They've become open channels for something larger, something luminous. The strawberry full moon has awakened a kind of sensory wisdom in you, not one that originates in your mind, but one that pulses straight through the skin. Your body is receiving a message that begins at the fingertips and radiates inward. This moon didn't just open a mystical portal overhead, it cracked one open inside of you. It's not metaphorical, it's not abstract, it's deeply tangible, it's tactile, it's kinetic, it's visceral, and it's asking you, inviting you, almost demanding you to respond through movement, through touch, through creation. This moment isn't about following rules or repeating old rituals. It's not about doing what someone else told you to do during a full moon. This energy is personal, intimate, deeply intuitive. Your hands are now acting on behalf of your soul, bypassing thought and logic and cutting straight to instinct. So if you feel the sudden urge to grab a pen and write, don't second-guess it. If you feel called to rearrange the space around you, to braid something, to plant something in the earth, to paint or sew or build, then trust that impulse. These aren't distractions or fleeting whims. These are signs. This is guidance coming from your own soul, showing you the direction your spirit is ready to take, before your mind can even catch up to the realization. In this strange, beautiful moment, your hands are moving faster than your thoughts for a reason. They are reaching toward your future, toward the unformed reality that's hovering just beyond the veil of what you've known. And if you let yourself follow that movement, without needing justification, without trying to make sense of it, you'll find yourself exactly where you're meant to be. It's a magnetic pull toward destiny, and your hands are the compass. And while all of this is happening in your waking life, there's something equally potent beginning to shift in your dreamscape. What arrives tonight in your sleep won't be dreams in the ordinary sense. They won't be soft reflections or replays of your day. They will be transmissions, activations, data. Your soul, during this open portal, is preparing to receive a type of information that bypasses normal thinking. Activations, data. Your soul, during this open portal, is preparing to receive a type of information that bypasses normal thinking. Your dreams are about to become startlingly vivid, hyper-real, unforgettable. You may wake with your heart pounding, your breath caught in your throat, your skin alive with feeling. You may dream of symbols, images, and places that don't immediately make sense, but linger in your bones like a memory you didn't know you had. And what's even more remarkable, some of you may wake up with knowledge you didn't have when you fell asleep, a skill you never learned but suddenly know, a melody you've never heard but can hum in perfect tune, a vision of something you now understand how to build or create, even though you never studied it. This isn't fantasy. This is spiritual download. This is what it feels like when the higher path chooses to gift you a piece of itself in the quiet stillness of sleep. These dreams won't be filtered through the usual symbols of fear or desire. You may see bridges, clocks melting, phones ringing in empty rooms, doors without handles, birds in flight, neon signs, lightning across a distant sky. These are not random images, they're codes, and they are being delivered directly to your subconscious by your higher self, chosen with care because you're ready for them now. They are personalized, curated previews of what's coming, what's on the way, what's already beginning to manifest, even if you don't see the signs yet in your waking world. And if water shows up in your dreams, rivers, oceans, rain, waves, get ready. That means your emotions are about to surge. You've been holding back something powerful, something deep. You've been damming it up without realizing just how much pressure it's been building. And now, under this full moon, the gate is about to open. You might wake up crying without knowing why, or with a lightness that feels brand new. That's not just a dream. That's a healing. That's a release. That's your soul remembering how to flow again. Some of you will even wake with a strange sensation, like you weren't really asleep, like your body was resting, but your spirit was somewhere else entirely. That's because it was. This moon portal doesn't operate by earthly laws. Time and space bend here. Your energy has been given permission to visit futures that haven't yet happened in the physical realm. And what you bring back from those visits is not just inspiration, it's preparation. So when the signs start to show up around you, you'll recognize them. You'll know you've seen them before, felt them before, known them before, even if you can't explain why. This full moon isn't making a dramatic entrance. It's not loud. It's not asking for attention. It came quietly, deliberately, and it came for you. Not for the world, not for the collective, For you, it has been circling you across time, weaving itself toward this one exact moment in your life. This version of you, with just the right cracks, the perfect soft spots, the quiet inner space that is finally opened enough to receive something sacred. This message isn't written in words. It doesn't arrive as a clear sentence. It's an emotional frequency, a hum that threads itself into your everyday experience. It hides in the image you find yourself sketching over and over, in the sentence you wake up whispering but forget before your feet hit the floor, in the conversation that moves you more than it should, in the misstep that strangely feels like it's happened before, in the pause you took in the middle of a breath when love hit you all at once. This moon doesn't speak in plain language. It speaks in pulses, in echoes, in sensations. It calls to your intuition, not your intellect. And the part of you that's ready to listen isn't the mind. It's the body, the heart, the hands. The dreamer in you that's been waiting patiently for the stars to line up just like this. So tonight, let your hands move how they want to move. Let your heart feel what it needs to feel. Let your dreams take you where they want to go. Don't analyze, don't overthink. Just trust that something rare is happening, and it's happening through you. Let this be a night of quiet receiving, a night of invisible blessings, because when you wake tomorrow, you'll be different in ways you can't yet describe, but will recognize when you feel them. Something has been set in motion, and all you have to do is let it flow. It speaks in echoes, not just words, not just sounds, but resonances you felt reverberating through your entire life. Not as something foreign, but as something hauntingly familiar. It's strange how you've always been so close to understanding it, like it's been whispering just beyond the veil of conscious recognition. You've caught it in moments that defy logic, standing before a piece of art that moves you to tears without understanding why, or hearing a song whose lyrics seem impossibly tailored to your inner world, as if the singer read pages from your soul. You've felt it while walking through a place you've never visited before, yet it stirs an ache in your heart as though it remembers you. That's because this isn't a message you're learning for the first time. It's a message your soul has been gently remembering. Fragments of a deeper truth collected piece by piece, lifetime after lifetime. This is not new information. It is old knowing, resurfacing in your awareness. Each time you got close, life seemed to interrupt. Chaos would sweep in, pulling you back into distraction, noise, heartbreak, responsibilities. You'd get so near, almost there, and then life would demand your attention elsewhere. And so, the moon's whisper always remained unfinished, cut short before its meaning could truly land. But now, something is different. This moon, this particular moment, was made for stillness, not a void, but a full-bodied presence. It's a silence so rich it doesn't empty you, it anchors you. In this pause, in this intentional space where all the rushing quiets down, a single message begins to rise. It's not poetic or symbolic. It's not wrapped in riddles. It's clear, and it's yours. There's a sentence forming in the silence, a color that only you can see, a memory that pulses in your energetic field like a gentle flame that's been waiting to be noticed. You might already be feeling it. That strange pull in your chest, that sense that something meaningful is circling you, like you're about to step into a truth that feels safe and familiar, something that brings warmth, not fear. This isn't a warning, and it's not another task to complete. It's an arrival, a sacred reconnection, a letter written across timelines has found its way home to you. It didn't land in your inbox or your phone. It didn't come in a dream or a vision. It arrived directly into your energy field, your aura, into the quiet spaces you've been learning how to keep open. And now, all that's left is the question you've been circling your whole life. Will you finally allow yourself to receive this message? Not decode it, not overthink it, not try to force it into logic or structure. Just listen, just feel. Sometimes, the only action necessary is receiving, letting it land in you like sunlight landing on skin, effortlessly, wordlessly, powerfully. If you notice something stirring in you, something soft, ancient, and strangely comforting, then it's happening. That long-awaited message has found its way to you. It's not something you imagined. It's not a fantasy. It's real. And it has always been meant for you. This moment, this exact one, was always destined to be the one where it finally reaches you. If you're still here, still listening, I want to thank you sincerely for giving your presence to this moment. Your attention means more than you know. If you found something valuable here, if it stirred something within you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps more than you realize. I would also love to hear your experience. If something touched you or resonated, feel free to share it in the comments below. Your voice matters here. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. Trust the silence. It's speaking volumes now. And remember, you were always meant to hear this.